We've got the whole kick panel on both kick panels sanded down, and what we're going to do now is actually take the tweeter and actually put it in right here. We'll take this and put it here and cut a hole into our kick panel right in this area here, and we'll just easily go through it. Now if we turn it real fast, it'll jerk the drill out of our hand. We want to have a flat area to drill on. After we get our bit cleaned out, we'll go ahead and start make a hole for the next one. Now we're going to take the tweeter and test fit it and make sure that it's going to fit inside of our hole properly. The thing about these kick panels is that they have to be cleaned, and also your surface area has to be cleaned. If you have anything on your surface area that will come off in like a chunk of wood or a piece of Bondo or anything, and it gets up underneath your vinyl, you'll be able to see it onto the kick panel. And what kind of a vinyl makes them pretty durable. What we want to do is start with the vinyl, and we take our contact cement and our brush that we already used. It's hard, but to reactivate the brush, it works better if it's hard. But to reactivate the brush or reactivate the glue, we just put a little bit more glue on it. I've been putting the glue on to the vinyl, and it'll take a little bit of time for it to dry, but it is very, very sticky. Go ahead and start on our kick panel. We want to do one at a time because this process takes a little bit longer to cover it with glue. We want to have a real thin coat of it on there and just paint it all over top of it. I want to get enough glue on it though to make sure that it's going to be sticky. And we want to cover every corner that we possibly can with it. Good coat of glue on it, and you notice that it's not tacky. And the kick panel, this has got a good coat of glue on it, and it's starting to get non-tacky. Make sure that you let it dry. If you don't, whenever you start putting the vinyl on, if you have to pull it back up for any reason, that it will pull the glue away from the fiberglass kick panel. And we want to lay it out and start just like we did our stretch form. Let's start in the center of it and work our way to the outside. We'll make sure we got our vinyl where it's going to cover, and we loosely drape it across our kick panel where it's going to cover everything. We just press it around down in the center, and then we work our way out to this area here. We'll pull it and work it out. You notice it'll start taking shape right to the top of the kick panel. You do have a problem with it going anywhere. You can take a hairdryer and actually get it covered even better. With a hairdryer, you can heat it up just a little bit, and it'll mold a lot better to your kick panel. We'll work our way to the back side, working the wrinkles out of it. We do have a tight area right here. What we'll do is take our scissors or a razor knife, and I'll go ahead and cut what we call a stress relief. I won't cut it way up, because I'll leave some vinyl at the edge of it here. And we'll go ahead and cut 2 or 3 of those. That'll release a lot of stress on the vinyl. Then we can go ahead and mold it on around this corner, this edge here. We'll flip it over, and we'll start putting some glue or contact cement on the back edges here. We'll just actually just put enough a good coat of it all the way around. Then we'll go ahead and let it dry. We'll start here on this hard seam, and we'll just go ahead and pull this around. We need to pull it back far enough where our seams is not showing onto the front. And this is, if you remember, this is the part that goes along the kick panel itself, the factory kick panel. Then we start working our way on around the front side. We always want to do the front side first, because that's the part that's going to be seen the most. We'll just pull it around and then stick it down. And we try to pull every bit of the wrinkles out of it, so the kick panel will hold to the floor. so it'll be a nice tight fit to the floor itself. Sometimes you have to pop it or pull it off and then re-stick it. As long as we don't do that too many times, it'll be just fine. And plus, if our glue's dry, it'll actually do really, really well. Once we get it pressed all the way down, we try to get as many wrinkles as we can out of the back by pushing them out. Just push a lot of these things out and they'll come right out. Can't put all this vinyl in back behind the car, so we have to trim it. What we do is we take it and we trim it out, get it pretty close. If it doesn't stick for some reason to a certain place, what you can do is add a little bit more contact cement to the back of it, let it dry, and just go ahead and stick it on down. Now you notice I'm cutting out a pretty large area because it sticks to the fiberglass better than it sticks to the area of kitty hair. We can just go ahead and go all the way around with this. Just trim it all the way out. It's got some burred up places on the back side of it, like these places here. What we got to do is make sure that we get these down where they lay down flat, especially where they're against the plastic. The carpet doesn't really matter that much, but where they're up against the plastic will matter. They will make the kick panel bulge out somewhat. So we want to try to get it laid down just as flat as what we can. Go all the way around the whole kick panel. You don't have to really, like I said, don't have to worry about the ones from the carpet. Then when we come to the front, we just take it and we take our razor knife, poke it through the sides. You can clearly see where the speaker's at. And just be very careful and trim it all the way out. Also, we do the same thing for the tweeter hole. What we want to do is take our tweeter, put our tweeter inside here, and just be press fitted right down inside of it. That way, if we mount the tweeter with it flush, and a lot of the tweeter kits and the speaker kits will come with a flush mounting kit, you can use that also. But if we mount it flush, we got a lot less chance of somebody knocking it off with their foot. The speaker, put it inside there. Take the grill, we want to line it up with our tweeter grill, of course. Have that in there. And then we'll go ahead and bolt this down and put the grill on top of it. Take these kick panels, you can actually bolt them down if you'd like. You can actually take this speaker out and put a screw to them. But as you can see, once these things are in, they usually don't go a whole lot of places, and you can actually snag the carpet. Make sure that there's not any wires behind your carpet before you actually start putting the screws through all the way through the kick panel and into the carpet or into the floor of the sheet metal of the vehicle. Do not armor all the kick panels. Also tell everybody that you ever build these things for not to armor all them. If you do armor all them, what happens is the vinyl is porous and it will let the armor all go through and release the glue. If you don't like the black color, you can always go out to the AutoZone or Advance Auto or any of those places and get a factory match dye that'll match this color really close. We want to take this and wipe it down with acetone very, very lightly to clean it real good, and then lightly spray it with dye. The last step to do is just go ahead and wire up your kick panels. Go ahead and run your wires back to your amplifier or even a stereo. Both ways sound great. But just wire these things up and they're going to sound great, I promise you that.